Hey,
I didn't
Hey,
see the
everybody.
countdown. Did the countdown go? Did I miss it?
I messed up somehow. I'm very sorry. That's my fault because something came up. I'm still learning this behind the scenes thing. Something came up and it was like, Twitch is not working. Do you want to remove it? And so I was like, no. And then something happened and it's my fault, guys. By the way, I'm white. I'm so sorry. It's my fault.
Happened, Natasha.
Well, welcome everybody. Of course,
She's
you know,
coming.
I have
I'll
to-
bring her on when she comes back. Sorry.
Oh,
I
okay,
have
okay,
to
okay.
hear the countdown because, of course, my vision's still all, so I was like, you guys see me? Yeah, that's me.
Let's do it together. 30, 29,
Right.
28. Sorry.
Right, I need my countdown. I know when to go. Well, anyway, hi everybody. Welcome to MTG F Bomb, y'all. It has been a crazy past 2 weeks that y'all have not seen us. Oh my God, we got so much to catch y'all up on. But tonight's show, of course, always funny. How the fuck did you survive? And of course, my favorite topic, our newest celebratory event is the FU Awards.
Yeah, that's
We
pretty
have
awesome.
we got a lot of FUs to get out for the month of February. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right into it. We're gonna start over there with my girl. Oh, am I pointing the right way, y'all? Yes.
Yeah, you pointed right.
My girl over there. We're gonna start with her. How you doing, love? What's going on?
Hey, everybody. It's Katie. I'm the only one in Phoenix. Everybody else is in Dallas. So you're probably laughing at me for wearing a jacket right now because it's a balmy 68 degrees. Yeah, I know.
We're like at 50 and it's cold and rainy. So
right, yeah. So this is the crew and I'm loving it. And so, like I said, I hope you guys have fun tonight. And that's just me. Big intro, I know. Refrain yourselves.
Love it.
Right, you doing okay, Katie? It sound like you're not feeling too good.
Oh no! So I always have a hoarse voice. I've got nodes on my vocal cord, but I am a bit tired. I got some stuff going on. You'll hear it in the I survived.
You have
Thank you though.
You have nodes.
I have nodes. This is not. This might just be a white girl problem. I'm not sure.
No, most people that have nodes are people that are singers. So were you a singer?
No, I was an athlete, so I was always yelling and stuff too.
Okay.
And I played volleyball in college, so I just ruined my vocal cords yelling and doing all the things.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but good question. I can still sing though. I mean, I do.
Here we go,
I
Katie.
try to sing. I make attempts.
Yeah, exactly. Well, yeah, me too. I
oh my God, I was in choir like all the way through college, and yeah,
nice.
And most
You
of
said
my
you-
adult life.
Nice. You sung.
Yes,
Shimmy?
I'm a very courageous tenor.
Nah, you ain't.
Oh.
You ain't sing.
I'm a second soprano. Believe it or not.
You're not singing for real, okay?
Oh, okay.
All male glee club, okay? Freshman year through sophomore year of college, okay? Sung in the church choir, okay?
Whoa, check you out.
From like the time we was 5. Okay?
That's not true. Not everybody went to church, Shimmy.
It don't matter. Even if you just got up on Sunday morning, went in the living room, you was in the choir.
That's
okay.
That's
true and true.
All right, and of course we got my boy down here. Of course, I gotta hear it. I gotta have it.
That's it. Here it is.
Look, I've been waiting for it. I'm ready.
A lot of pressure. So, Mr. Bring the weekend to the weekday, Mr. Skin Brown, like do say, Mr. Old Contact of your new bay, Mr. Indiana born, but Dallas where he stay. You know who it is. It's DJ. All right, it's me.
Yay!
Yes! I love it. I be so ready. I have to let my hair down, let it flip out. Be like, yeah.
I know. Look at you. Long hair.
Looking
don't care.
good. It's looking good.
You know what? Oh my God, y'all have had to switch it up. Y'all see, I got the bang, and I hate bangs. I hate bangs more than anything.
Do you?
I do, because like right here, like I used to have like a really bad unibrow, and well, I wouldn't even say unibrow, but like my eyebrows would get like this close together, and like not touch. It would, yeah, it's a weird thing, but yeah. So like when I had bangs, it would like do like this and spread the hair out to make it look like it was unibrow. So I'm not a huge bangs person, but I'm working on it. But of course, y'all,
it looks good.
2.0, miss you all, love you all, can't wait to get into the show. Once Tasha jumps on, we got, you know how we do, it's Thursday. So there can be anything going on on Thursday night. But y'all, parental advisory. Okay, yes. Just so y'all know, our show is 18 and up preferred. However, I mean, preferably we do like 21 and up. We prefer 25 if at all possible. Oh, there's Tasha. Hey. So let's go down to Tasha real quick before we get all into what we got going. Hello, ma'am. What's going on?
Hi everybody.
Hi, Tasha.
Hey, girl.
What were we talking about? I'm sorry, y'all.
Just intro.
Oh, well, I'm Tasha D from the 6. Y'all know me. I ain't got nothing else. I usually ride off TJ. I ain't gonna even lie.
You missed it. It was so great. It was so good. So great.
I might have to write a new one too. I got to switch them up.
Just gotta have a new one every week for it to be so clean. Like I like it.
I just love it. It like just roll off his tongue like, yeah.
Hey, it really does. I really like it.
Shimmy, I'm married. You can't talk about my tongue, okay?
Ooh,
okay.
Hold on.
Okay. Well, all right.
Sure.
Look, all right.
Okay. Shimmy, do you know this Walter fella? Let's go ahead and bust out the DeLorean and have that lightning hit the rod and zap out of here to either 2015 or before COVID and stop these people from getting COVID.
Right.
Bro.
Well, we have a very exciting show for y'all today. How the fuck did you survive? We are going to tell some traumatic stories, yet funny stories about things that we have survived in our 20, 25, 35, 35, 40, 45, 55, 65 years of life on this earth. And I can't wait to hear them because I know each of these individuals on this that I'm sharing the screen with tonight, but I don't know how well I know them. So let's jump right into it. We're gonna start with TJ because it's just so exciting. I'm pretty sure. I mean, Kylie's stepdaddy stories is
right.
God, that's just amazing. So I know you got something for me.
No, yeah, she was pretty. You know what? Kylie actually was pretty good throughout the whole snow thing. Like she was good. She was eager to get out there. It was just a thing of if we went out there, we come back inside, she wouldn't be able to get warm. So that was the issue with the power going in and out. And but water was good though. Water was good. My sister ended up having to come over here at one point. So that was their first time actually meeting Kylie.
Interesting.
Yeah, and so they hit that off pretty quick, But first, actually, what Kylie was doing, she does that. She does that thing of where, like, if it's somebody new in the room, she asks the people that she knows about the person she doesn't know right in front of her.
Yes. Really? Like, what is it with this character over
right.
here?
Do that. Yeah. Like,
yes.
Do you know this person?
Right. Like my sister, she was sitting there. She was doing she was painting something that she had to do for her new puppy that she just got. And Kylie looks over at me and asks, "What is she doing?" I'm like, why don't you just ask her? She's sitting right there. Okay. And then she turns and looks at my sister and she's like, do it. I'm just gonna sit back.
Right. I'm gonna check it again.
But yes, so I was the only man in the house, 4 women for almost 2 days.
Lucky you.
No lucky me, because they always picking on me.
He had his mama and his wife.
Exactly. But you know what? Beforehand, before my sister showed up, it was tough to stay warm. So I did what any responsible husband, stepdaddy would do. I got my family underneath the blankets in the bed, and every 5 to 10 minutes, I farted to keep it warm.
Sweet. Dutch oven.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know how I feel about that, but yeah, sure.
Thank you. Yes, Father of the Year.
Shimmy, we have this comment first. You're glowing. What the what?
I'm glowing. Who's this comment?
Walter. I think this is your friend, Walter.
Yeah, kind of figured.
Walter, do you have a crush? Do you have a crush on Shimmy up there?
Girl, that ain't no crush. It's like a boulder falling down off a mountain. It's not a crush. I would not get crushed. I would die. That's how hard this is. Yeah. Oh. Hello, Walter. Hello. How are you?
Hello, Walter.
Hey. Come on, right.
But yes, that's it for me. I survived. I made it.
You survived.
I'm out.
Anything tragic happened during this point of survival, or I mean, besides Kylie's antics, which is pretty much
nothing tragic happened. No, not really. No, actually, we was pretty good. Like I said, the whole fart thing went down. It was cool for me. It was maybe tragic for them. Yeah.
I got a question about that. Now that you brought it up. Mm-hmm. So you said you got them all under the cover. Now, were you Dutch oven?
That's what I said.
Them or was it just like from the neck down that the covers was up, or was it the full blown Dutch oven?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes to what? Because I asked Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor. Really? So it was like a multitasking kind of situation going, or
it was rubbing, because like my wife was right in the middle, and so we got Kylie on the other side and then me on the other side of her. So I'm rubbing my wife's back, and also flatulence is happening, and so it's
massages give you gas. They get
me.
I guess it depends on where he's massaging, right, Tasha?
They just give me gas, make me want to poop.
Baby, your back so smooth, just gotta
right. I gotta let this out.
So Jason Momoa comes up to you, Tasha, and says, "I would really like to give you a full body massage." You're gonna be like, "Yeah, no, thanks."
I'm having it. I'm taking it. He gonna have to have it. You know how I am about my gas too. I'm thinking.
This is what you signed up for, bro.
It just has to come with a disclaimer.
I'm gonna get the rumbling. Everything get massaged.
Right. I love how she said too, because he was the one coming to give the massage. She said, "I'm gonna take it."
Yeah,
she's like, "I'm gonna take it from him."
Regardless,
he's giving it, I'm gonna take it from him.
He's walking this way, and she's running the other way.
Right. Let me just stop and let me just go.
I take massages. I don't get them.
Just get it. Wow. While we're on the subject of flatulence, because we've all do it. We all done it. TJ, besides under this cover, any more embarrassing flatulence happen maybe in public somewhere? And
in public?
Well, that's a good on the spot question.
Yeah, no. Let's see. There was that one time in high school. Actually, no, it was in college. I was sitting in my dorm room talking to some of my roommates, and I had a stomach bug, and so, but I farted, but then I didn't fart. It was like it was poop, and so I did. But I couldn't get up, because if I would have got up, they would have smelt it. So I sat in it. And we were in the middle of a full conversation. So this conversation went on for about an hour and a half.
And nobody said.
They didn't smell it at all. They got up, they left the room.
That's a whole shard.
You must have been holding your ass cheeks so tight. I feel that.
By the time
Tasha, any flatulence on accident somewhere?
Not by me on accident. Unless it was in my sleep. I always try to deny those. But I definitely have saw like my grandmother do the most in front of my company. Like old people don't give a fuck who they fart in front of. So.
Right.
Absolutely. My mom.
Like I had company and my boyfriend came over. And when you're in high school, it's everything is so dramatic. And she had the nerve to fart in my high school, in front of my high school. I mean, no, college, actually. It was in front of my college boyfriend. How could you dare? Fart in front of my college boyfriend. And college dudes, as you can see, they something else. They'll hold their shit. So
Right. You had that down, Chad.
Yeah, she just kind of sat down and farted, and nothing I could do. I couldn't even explain it away. It was like we watching Wheel of Fortune with you. How could you do this?
How could you do this during the wheel?
How could you do this? Past Sajak with down the white turn the letter, bitch. Oh my god. These bitches over here turning her stomach. I don't know.
Katie, any weird flatulence anywhere?
Okay, so I don't really have the weird flatulence thing. I do have a story about pooping in a bag, if you have time for that one. But my mom, it's a strange story. My mom is the one who, like you said, Tasha, we're walking through the supermarket and it's like, I'm like, Mom!
I'm telling you, Ross do it to me. I'm in the
kitchen.
I cannot. I don't know what it is about Ross, but I get to them damn jersey shirts and let it go. I can't.
I'm in the kitchen, right? My mom will come in. Like, I like to be in the kitchen.
Nobody
Like,
else
don't get in my way. Don't get in my way.
Right.
I'm cooking. Mom comes in, right? And it's just like, I'm walking. She's like, oh, that looks nice. And I'm like, it's lofting. It's
Right.
lofting. Oh
my God.
Yes,
Boys, all over food.
Oh, no.
Your mama's putting shit boys all over y'all.
No.
But I'll save my story for another time because it's a goodie.
Oh God.
It'll take a while.
All right. Well, go ahead and give us your survival story because this I gotta hear. This, yeah.
Mine?
Yeah.
Oh well, the pooping in the bag's not the survival story.
That wasn't your survival.
You know what? I'll turn it into my survival story because I was just going to be boring and be like, I was a teacher. I'm a realtor. Boom. I'm surviving every fucking day. You know what I'm saying? So here's my poop in a bag survival story. Okay. I used to look at.
She had to put the mask on. She had to get serious.
Parts by white women. Exactly. And then he says, Ross Poots.
Ross Poots.
Ross Poots are the truth. They are the
All right, so
truth.
here's my survival story. I used to bartend for TGI Fridays. I know, pretty awesome. So I had a friend that wanted to come over. It was in the 90s. I was living with my sister and my brother-in-law. And this friend wanted to come over, and I forgot my brother-in-law was like redoing the tile and stuff. So I didn't realize the bathrooms were out of commission, water, nothing. So it's one of those times where you're driving and you're like, oh, like I can't wait to get home, right? Like I can't, like, and I got home and there was no water running. So I was like, what the hell am I supposed to do? I'm not going to make it to the local Mobile on the Run on the corner because I'd be sitting in it for an hour and a half like TJ did. Do you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I was like, I'm not going to poop outside and then pick it up. That's just weird.
Dogs
so but I'm not going to pick on my own, right? So I took 2 grocery bags, double bagged them, went outside, went poop, wiped, threw it in the trash.
Yes.
Yep, I did.
I ain't mad at
That's
you.
survival.
That is a survival. Yeah. That's
my friend did that. My legs get me when I shit. I don't even know.
It's like camping, right?
God.
So my friend was like, she never came over again, and I'm assuming that's why.
I wouldn't have came over no more neither. That shit ass bitch, I would have left in my car like bitch is so motherfucking nasty.
So my friends and I were sitting around one time, and it was like a bunch of crazy people, like a bunch of us girlfriends sitting around, partying and our PJs and whatever, and it was like, bitch, slut, asshole, poops in a bag.
Oh, she gonna throw it out there in front of some more motherfuckers.
Yeah, it was like
That's rude.
Okay.
Oh,
I would have
my
to
God.
I'll be like, you wipe me though.
Wow.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. I'm throwing her under the bus.
By Katie.
Trash turds, for real. Trash turds. Go, Katie.
Katie, you gotta.
Motherfucker there that can shit in the bag without losing it.
Hello.
I can never.
Hello.
Yes.
I can no longer surprise anyone with that story because it's out there. Hey guys, it's out there.
Hey, Katie, you got to audition for was it Naked and Afraid? You got to audition for Naked.
Oh
and Afraid.
yeah, I think you're great at that.
There you go.
If you can poop in a bag, you perfect on that show. You can do it.
Exactly.
She might even just make
afraid of what? Who's afraid of anything?
And I'll show the ladies anywhere.
That's the one thing we hide from everybody.
I'll show the ladies anywhere. I'll poop in a bag. I should win that show. You know what I'm saying?
You could win that bag. You could, yeah. I totally believe it. Well, we got TJ's poop story. I was gonna ask if he got a weird poop story. Tasha, do you have any weird poop story? Your own personal weird poop story?
No, I don't. I've never had a shit terror. That's what I would call a shit terror. I never had one. I've never had an emergency where I've almost shitted on myself or thank God. I didn't piss on a couple niggas, but we ain't talking about that. I'm talking about just right.
Well, I have a weird poop story, and I'm gonna tell this.
Yes,
this isn't my survival story, but this is my poop story. I went out to the club one night. Oh God!
Yo, wait, no, Timmy, stop there.
God, tell the story. Okay, so I went out to the club one night. I was probably about 23, maybe about 23, 24. And my parents I was living at home still. My parents had a thing where if you weren't home at like by 3 o'clock in the morning, they put the chain on the door and you just had to sleep outside in your car or whatever. Mm-hmm. So, so we don't have a chain, lock on the back door in the back, in the backyard. Mm-hmm. So I was like, dang, it's like on the gate. I'm finna get in this house, right? Yep. So I climbed the gate. And as soon as I got that second leg over to jump down, when I went to, swing the leg over and jump down, the poop came right out with it.
You had to shit that bad?
I did. And the fucked up part was that I stepped in it. Like, it was like poop. It was like, bam, right on the feet. Oh
my God.
Was it all over the fence?
Mm-hmm. It kind of like I jumped over the fence, poop came down. Feet came down, feet came right in the poop. So I had to leave my very expensive shoes.
What happened? How is your intestine?
My stomach was hurting. Your stomach was already hurting. I was like, dang, I gotta get in the house. I can't sleep in my car. The stomach's already hurting. I gotta go to the bathroom. I was like, well, I can just jump the fence and go through the back door and be in the house. They'll never know. Whatever. I came in on time. It was bad.
Shimmy, I want to be honest with you. This is way better than I thought it was going to be. I thought she was going to say that you shit in the middle of the dance floor.
Oh, no.
Something like that. This is way better.
That. No.
Damn.
But my dad walked outside the next morning and saw my poop shoes outside and was like, yeah, you should.
I would have threw the whole outfit away, girl. Oh, Lord.
Now, look what Q says. Now, Shimmy, that's just gross.
Hey, it happens. It happens. This is what happens when you don't wear drawers to the club.
It happens. Now, what you learned from that, Shimmy? Can you tell me, what did you learn from that situation?
They would not.
Look, don't eat Taco Bell on your way home after you've been drinking.
They would not put this kind of stuff in movies if it didn't happen. Remember the bridesmaid scene?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
In the wedding dress in the middle of the street.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
She only had a bag, guys. She only had a bag.
So if you learn nothing from our stories, carry a bag with you. A dog bag with you everywhere you go.
Everywhere.
Oh God. Like that.
Right.
I never want that.
Horrible. All right, Tasha, give us your survival story. This I'm ready for. I'm ready
for this moment through the snowstorm shit.
No. Just any survival story. Anything you survive. It doesn't necessarily be the snowstorm stuff.
Oh,
okay. Obviously.
So, I would like to first say that I'm surviving this hairstyle because you don't know it.
You rocking it.
Give me the swing. You good for a swing.
Okay.
Give me a swing.
I'm just showing black people and white people, all color people, what you can do with a pair of leggings if you cut the hole. What you got. Survive.
Hey. I'm having a look at it on the iPad. Like, wait a minute, hold on.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Hey, Tasha, I found a piece of your leggings. I put it on my head.
There you go. Oh, we need each other. We are all connected. We are connected. You see how God used us?
See how he works? This how God works. This how God works.
I can just take the leggings off my body.
Your anointing.
I'm out here representing for all the men that wear bonnets. Okay, I'm out here. Representing. Okay, I'm out here.
Be resilient. Okay, well, I survived. I'm ashamed, but it's a funny story, so I'm gonna go ahead and tell it.
Okay, we ready. Let me get serious.
It's kind of a story that has to do with poop, though, and I guess my college friends would agree. Like one night, we all went out and we went to Omega party. If you know anything about Omegas, they throw the best parties, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Big up to my crews. Okay. Anyway, so we went to an Omega party, and one thing you know about Omegas is that they make this punch. So my friends got they was convincing themselves that they can handle the Omega punch, and I was like, "Oh no, girl, I'm good. I'm with Mad Dog. I'm good. We are sort of."
Did you know that is not called Mad Dog 2020? I just want you to know that.
What do you mean it's not? That's what I drink.
Not what that is not what that drink is called.
No, MD. I'm just saying I was with the MD. But that's what we call it. We call it Mad Dog.
Right.
And I never thought any different. In MD 2020, all I need to see is the slash. You hear me back in the day.
I hate you. So
I had some MD and I was good on that. But baby, they got a hold of that punch and it put a sock in them. By the time we got to IHOP, and by the time I found my friends, first of all, I had to go through the Omega house and find them. So by the time I found them, we gathered all
each
together.
all in a different room.
I know they were all over the place, girl. It goes down at TSU. Woo!
It goes down at PBU.
That's Texas Southern University, by the way. I'm an alumni. Okay, so we went to IHOP and we met these. They were in line. IHOP was banging before COVID. You know, before COVID,
Yes.
you go to IHOP as a college kid, 2:00 in the morning, 3:00 in the morning. We just trying to grab something to eat and we're gonna go home. So we went there, everybody was there, and of course that means it was time to go off because my friends was just like me. So anyway, they went off on these can I say gay or is that homophobic? Anyway, they went off on these gay guys. Okay, great. So they went off on these gay guys. Right? Them gay babies was not having it. You hear me? So they told my girlfriends, and they didn't know nothing about me. They told my girlfriends, and they started arguing. So the cop put us out of IHOP. So we get back out of IHOP.
No.
The cops take we start a fight. We get into a fight. Cops take me to jail.
What?
And my other homegirl, I know, guys. Check this out, though. My friends was so
Where my
fucking drunk.
popcorn?
The party ain't over after I go to jail. They get back to the dormitory. My homegirl goes in her roommate room and shit on her bed. Shut up. That's the end of my story.
Oh my God.
Shut up. Shit it on her roommate bed up in this bitch. You hear me?
Because
And
you
then
had to go to jail?
African mother for the dorm. She was like, "You shitted on Kizzy's bed. I cannot believe you shitted on her bed."
It sounds like the mother in Coming to America.
Right. What?
Okay, that's my funny story. Okay, I'm
I
sorry.
had one roommate I didn't like, but I wouldn't. What?
I would never do that. Never. But what
Hey.
happened to you? Like, how long did you have to stay in jail?
Girl, you know, it was a Friday.
So Monday morning.
You there for the
Monday when the
weekend?
girls got back.
She was there till Monday.
Time served.
Extended weekend.
Wow.
Oh my
Well,
God.
since Tasha brought it up, let's talk jail real quick.
Let's talk
Oh,
jail.
okay.
Let's
Hey,
talk
man.
jail. Katie.
I'm out. I
any
can't.
jail
I can't
stories?
talk jail. I'm sorry.
Any
Right,
jail
that's
stories?
right, black man. That's
man.
right. You know statistic. That's right.
We aren't
This
the only
is-
black people that went to jail. Katie, have you been to jail?
Well, this isn't something I ever wanted to talk about, but
there you go.
Come on, Katie.
Y'all tuned in for the tea.
You don't have to say the reason why. Just say how your experience was.
I have to say the reason why because it's a stupid
explains
fucking
it.
reason.
Oh,
I got
okay.
I got a DUI
Oh, okay.
and I had to go to jail.
That's
And
an
it was
Arizona thing.
fucking terrible. And this is why I tell everybody if I'm going anywhere, like I will never experience that. This is like probably 15 years ago. I don't know, a long time ago. It was after a teacher happy. Yeah, exactly. Teacher happy hour. Teacher happy hour, right?
Mhm.
Blah blah blah. It wasn't extreme. It wasn't any of that, but it was super traumatizing. And for a long time, I was embarrassed. I mean, I didn't want to tell anybody. You know, I was a teacher. I think, I think some kids one time had looked me up or whatever and kind of tried to threaten me with stuff. And I just acted like stupid. And, but now I'm like, okay, it's okay. It's fine because like you said, Shimmy, in Arizona, it's not if, it's when pretty much.
Pretty much.
But it was not I can be light about it now, but I was crying a lot and I was very upset.
Oof.
And then the whole thing with going to Canada, it's a big thing because you can't have any issues or whatever. So it was a big deal. It was a big deal. But now I'm like, whatever. I just take Ubers and Lyfts if I'm going to have drinks, or I just don't drink. So you know what? I learned my fucking lesson. So there.
I learned my lesson.
Good job, Katie.
Good
We're
deal.
proud of you, Katie.
Thank you. Thank
What
you.
about you, TJ?
I did time like the movie.
You did time.
Did movie time like the movie?
I sure did. I spent a night in jail.
Wow.
I'm seasoned.
I told y'all it was getting
I'm
very
hard.
interesting tonight. I know these people, but I don't know these people. All right.
Hard, motherfucker.
Right. Katie's a hardened criminal. Okay.
Yay.
Yeah, right.
Okay, like toothpaste, she know some water on it.
It's not just another pretty face.
Right.
I've done hard time.
Oh my
That's
God.
Uh,
TJ, what
hey.
about you? In jail?
yeah, no, I just gotta say one more thing. Katie got Thug Life tattooed across her navel. I know she does.
Jail keys in one of those things across my back. You know what I mean?
All she needs is a tear. She need one tear.
Right.
Exactly.
Oh my God.
I got that removed last
You
week.
gotta.
Yeah.
Your
It
teardrop.
was heavy makeup before then, but I'm good.
You know how they got what
God
is it,
help us for one night. You ain't did earn no damn teardrop.
look, Malibu's most wanted. Phoenix.
Right.
Exactly. My face is number one.
School board most wanted.
Right, school board.
School board most wanted.
At least I'm not fucking Mary Kay Letourneau. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
God.
Exactly. Right. Yeah.
Oh, y'all funny. Oh goodness, TJ, jail
Yes.
story. Let's go.
Jail stories. Let's see. So when I used to have to go, I didn't go to the jail. I went to the prison. Okay, I'm talking about.
Oh, you went to
What?
People gonna be there for a minute. Now I
You
wasn't.
are
in there.
hard.
No, I wasn't like that. I was, no.
super hard, okay? You like,
No.
you like jail.
No. TJ would not be this TJ if I went to prison. Okay, I'd be completely different. I'd be like, why are these women on my screen, man? Get these girls on my screen, dog.
Oh my God.
Here's my jail punch that I made in the toilet.
Right, I'd be secretive and stuff. I'd be moving all the time. Y'all heard
Like, what was that?
Oh God.
No, my uncles, I had uncles who were in prison, and so they were in the same prison, same crime. So my mom used to pack us up like every few months, and we would go visit my uncles. And so I thought I was real tough because I had to go through the security search and everything. I'm like, yeah, go ahead and check me. I got that thing on me. They let me get in with it. Mind you, I was like 6. And so no,
got that thing on me.
Got that
What?
thing on me.
Candy bar?
no,
What?
super soaker. I got the super soaker with me.
I got.
Yeah.
He's just like, I have walked these prison walls, guys.
He's so hard, gangster.
Yes.
Oh
No,
my God.
only reason I was excited to go is because of the snacks. I don't know if y'all know, prison meeting room snacks is the best snacks out there. Okay, like you could get
I
anything.
never
you
had
want.
one, never wanted one.
Hey, don't worry, it's not made by nobody. It's regular snacks, but
You
it
wanted
just
to what?
tastes
Wait a
different.
minute. What kind of snack is it?
It's so when you go to the room where you get to meet them and stuff like that, like visiting room and stuff.
Oh yeah. The visiting room. Okay.
Like the big
Okay.
the big
Yeah, I know all
area.
about
That shit
Yeah.
out there vending machines, don't they?
The
They be
vending
like, hey,
machines.
make sure you bring some change.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Oh, uh-oh.
Yes.
Gotta get that vending
He was
machine.
chiming in. One of my good friends I met in Harris County.
Harris
What? Now
County.
we got to know his story. You were in jail?
You
Oh
you
my
got to come on
God.
next show. Tell us about that story.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. We'll talk about it tomorrow night on live.
Yeah.
All right, TJ, let's get this story. Lord help.
No, that was it. That was it.
No
that was
shit.
the only thing.
That was the
Snacks?
extent of the jail story was snacks and your super soaker. The fuck?
What did y'all expect from me? I was 6 years old. Okay, like,
Walking-
what do you want?
He's
me
like
to do?
walking the jail hall's like,
Right. What's up, man?
I just great. Okay. All right. So
Yeah.
all right, Shimmy, your turn.
okay, so I have a couple jail stories.
Oh,
As we know, I've dated a couple men that have been in prison before. I will tell my own personal jail story and then I'll make theirs quick. But anyway, so
the things you learn about your friends.
yes.
Right.
So I actually did go to jail. I was actually accused of a crime that I did not commit, but an associate that I worked with committed the crime. But because I was semi-manager of their store, I was the person in charge. So I got charged
You
with
got caught stealing.
theft of
Damn.
$50.
Boxes.
50,
On
right? I was gonna say boxes.
$50.
$50 worth of cardboard box. Look, they behind her right now.
No.
Look, she got it. She still got it.
$50.
Shimmy, why do you have those cardboard boxes still?
Well, they were cardboard boxes, but it was Payless shoes.
No way.
I remember when Payless was very, very popular.
Yeah.
Okay, so went through that whole little thing or whatever, and I ended up being on probation. I didn't have to do time for it, but I had somehow violated my probation. I don't really know how I did it, but whatever.
By not serving your fucking community service.
Right.
Community started at home.
How did this happen? I don't know. I'm completely confused.
Right. So me and my friend, one night my mom had sent us to go and pick up my sister from her apartment, and my friend had a car or whatever. And so apparently my friend ran a red light. or whatever. They say she ran a red light. So the cop pulls us over, whatever. He pulls her out of the car. So they come and get me, which I think I'm okay. I don't know. I can't even tell you what the probation violation was, but they were like, well, could somebody else drive? Whatever, you have your license.
Well,
I was like, yeah, I got my license, blah, 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 blah.
So one thing I know about when you're on probation, I've never been on it, but I know about this. You cannot have contact with an officer at all. At all.
Well,
at
really?
all.
You should have got out and sat in the back seat.
So TJ should have written a book. All I needed to learn, I learned in first grade.
Right.
But when you're on probation, you can never have contact, even if it wasn't your fault. You cannot have contact with the police.
Right.
So
now I know that. Never happened again. So anyway, cop gets out or whatever, and I call my mom on my cell phone. This one Verizon had that big ass cell phone, the big one. And so he's like, "Mom, we just got pulled over. Julie's going to jail. Blah blah blah." She had tickets, but she's going to jail and la 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 la. And my mom's like, "Okay." So she called my aunt who lived down the street from where we work, and so I get put in handcuffs and everything. I'm just crying, just bawling, And so my aunt. I learned this later. My aunt called my mom and was like, "Yep, I seen them. I was going right through the light, and they just got pulled over." And I was like, "Really? So you just gonna let us just be there left hanging?" So yeah, I got to go to the Tri-City Jail. If you don't know what Tri-City Jail is, that is Cedar Hill, DeSoto, and Lancaster's jail all in one. They only have one. So
kind of like the Four Corners, but it's like the cool jail thing. Q says that's called being an accomplice, Shimmy.
See, I'm just saying. I cried the entire time. My friend went to sleep, and a few times she woke up and was like, "Bitch, if you don't shut up crying." I was like, "No, I don't deserve to be in jail." It was bad.
I don't deserve to be in jail.
I didn't deserve to be in jail. I didn't do anything. So
you start going through your life, huh? Shit,
I did. Everything flashed.
Through your life, you be like, "Damn, what did I do? How did I get here?"
Yeah,
like a BET movie. All BET movies start just like that. I bet you wonder how I got here.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? I don't look like what I've been through. You know what I'm saying? One of them moments.
Me too.
Yeah, so my two boyfriends.
I thought I was on there for a journey for Jesus.
Friend stories. First fiance went to jail. He was an accomplice. Now he was actually an accomplice to a crime. So I used to go and visit him every Wednesday and Monday and Wednesday. At the Lulu. Y'all don't know what that is, Lou Stare downtown. Yeah. And then my third fiance went to jail a few times, and he's currently incarcerated now. So therefore, we're not together no more. But anyway, so I've had jail experiences. So
you need to find some new fellas.
Right.
I
Shimmy, were you a PayPal? Were you like one of those PayPals?
What they get dope charges? What kind of men you be messing with? What they
So the first one was accessory to robbery, and the second one it was probation violation and parole violation actually, and robbery something. So,
Oh, you like them thieves? Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm starting to believe you did it.
Robbed me.
Kitty softball.
Right.
Never robbed me ever.
Shimmy, I'm starting to believe you did that. You stole that shit because all the dudes you hang out with like to steal. I know it.
She blamed it on the fellas. I'm just saying.
The funny
she knows her way around it.
I was with both of them after my own jail experience. So there you go.
It sounds good. It sounds good.
Well, and that's not even my survival story. So I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all quickly our survival story, and then we'll jump into the FU awards real quick.
Okay.
Katie,
do you want me to put the picture up?
Exhibit A of Shimmy's survival story.
You guys, I don't know if it's really survival because it's really adorable. Actually,
it's not. It's not.
Yes, it is.
Not adorable. It's not adorable.
Oh, I got that hairstyle right now.
Are you in 8th grade there?
I was in the 7th grade. No, I was in the 6th grade. So this is before I discovered curling irons. Okay. So 6th grade. So if you know me, you know I was always teased about my hair growing up, and now you bitches can bite one. But
well, now you're just shiny or shimmy or.
So I was always teased about my hair. So this picture, after I took this picture in school, and of course this went in the yearbook, I was so angry at my mother after this picture, and come to find out, I asked her about this picture once it was presented. Are you
why can't you zoom in?
Right.
Yes, I am.
Okay, so
In
there's
case
a
you
lot
didn't
of
see
things wrong with that picture. Okay, I have the overbite, as you can see. I have the pushed out teeth, all of that good stuff. Thank God for braces.
Sucking ass.
Did
Right,
That's why I sucked dick so good.
exactly.
But anyway, yes,
Shimmy.
so my mom told me the morning of these pictures that she had actually styled my hair the night before, same style the night before, but it was straight, completely straight. She had pressed it and everything.
Okay.
And I got up the next morning and got in the shower.
Oh,
And that's how that happened.
See,
So-
lesson learned, guys.
I survived 6th grade and have made it through my life, and now I am a gorgeous beauty. I realized that I needed a job with benefits and weave.
We can see that by this right here. Look
Damn
at this.
right.
What? That's the girl talking right there.
Yeah. All right. So
Yeah,
those are
them
my
is a real
survival
cheat,
stories.
though, right?
I have learned,
You play.
yes, so much about you guys. Tasha, any glow up stories for you?
What was that?
Any glow up stories,
Oh,
Tasha?
girl, my whole life, my whole.
Shimmy, this should be another show, honestly, because I've got some really doozies too.
Yeah, you know.
Yeah,
we
we might
have-
save
I mean,
these.
you know, everybody, I mean, that's how we become comedians. I feel like shit. It was the
Yeah.
time of growing up and making stories and
Yeah.
having people test your gangster and tease you. So
You get made fun of a little bit. You kind of
Tease
grow
me,
out of it,
gangster.
and all is well.
and I tell my kids, you're just a flower, and
Right.
you should give
Aw.
this to your daughter, to TJ, because as you're growing up as a woman and as a young girl, you don't
Right.
know how gentle or how delicate your flower is. So
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not talking about the flower that they always speak of, which is within us when a
Mhm.
man
Of
takes
course.
that. But no, I'm
Of course.
speaking of
Mine wasn't a
I
flower.
let
It
my
was like
girls
a
know that they
grenade
are
waiting for the
flowers. So
No,
when you see
we're
these
good.
other little girls, because it's a lot of pressure for them. What you say, Shimmy? You get so
Right.
I mean,
You just gotta keep pushing. Just go past it.
I'm paying attention.
Just keep
When
talking.
you a flower, you see the little girl, you see the bud of yourself, and as you blossom, you don't
Mhm.
always see how beautiful
Right.
that flower is in the midst of its blooming. So
Right.
if you tear the petals off, or if you try to make it bloom too early, or if you try
Right.
to make it come
Yeah.
out too early, you will kill that flower. You will even
Right.
damage
Mhm.
that flower. So I let my daughters know that their life and their beauty unfolds just like a flower,
Right.
and you can't
Mhm.
brush the petals. But honey, if you just wait, you will be a bad mother hubba. You hear me? And I let them
Hey.
know right now, that ain't you gonna be bad, baby. You gonna be
Mhm.
bad, honey, because your mom.
Tasha,
Mhm.
I think that's so amazing because I was a teacher for a long time too, and
Mhm.
like we all have gone through the awkward phases. And TJ, maybe you did and maybe you didn't, but guys, I think, don't admit it often enough, right? So they're afraid to admit that. And I
Yeah.
think it makes us who we are, and so I think it'd be a really good topic for another show for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we
Talk
can
about
definitely
that
talk.
stuff.
We'll
Mhm.
definitely get into it because I mean, especially with Corona and
Yeah.
all of like role models passing away, the ones that kind of like we looked up to and we've seen their glow up stories. I think as
Yeah.
young girls, it's good to be a positive role model. Of course, we get on here and we cut up and we curse and and all that kind of stuff, but it's a matter of finding your voice and finding out who you really are and what you
Right.
want to do with life, and not letting anybody kind of crush your dreams and and stop you from getting to where you need to be. Because I mean, like all of us, like TJ, you're the youngest on the show, but like for me, I didn't come into comedy till just a few years ago. You know what I'm saying? And finding my own voice. Tasha found hers when she found her, and Katie, all of us have found our voice at different stages in life. It ain't that we found it, when we was 15, or we
Right.
was 16. I mean, again, I didn't find mine until I was about 35, 36.
Yep.
So, it's just one of those things. So of course we can all get into that, on a show. That's, we might need to do a serious show one day. I don't know.
Nah,
exactly.
we can
But
still
Nah,
make
we'll
it
make it
funny.
funny. We'll make it funny.
I
No,
don't
yeah.
know.
We could definitely make it funny.
Because right now I'm
but
trying to
yes,
get
of
into
course
opening my
we
third
can.
eye.
Yeah.
My third
What, Tasha?
eye.
My third eye.
Well, I
Your
like
third-
some
exactly.
third eyes,
How you doing out here?
some instances, but whatever.
I'm trying to get my
See, Shimmy, look, Shimmy want to talk about eyes and shit. Like,
I don't want to talk about eyes.
Gotcha.
Let's not talk about eyes.
She might
I don't
want
have
to
any
get her
vision
third
of
eye
it.
open because the other two seemed like they were going out for a minute. I don't know.
Right. You need to rent
Get more
one.
in tune.
Let me rent an eye.
Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. I can't do this really well, but she needs to get in tune, right? The Tibetan singing bowl.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like
So
it.
listen,
Look
there
at
you
that.
go.
I love Katie for that. This is why you're so serene, Katie.
Yes.
I'm about elevation right now. I want to try to elevate to my highest self.
Yes, I'm eclectic. I'm so weird.
Take
I'll
me
just throw
somewhere.
anything out there. I poop in a bag and I have a Tibetan singing bowl. You know what I'm saying?
Why not?
Namaste.
All right, really quickly, y'all. We got a few more minutes on our survival stories. Went a little long, but we're just gonna. I think
Yeah.
our FU award is almost kind of unanimous. 3 of us
Yes,
are in
it
Texas
is.
right now, and so let's kind of jump into the FU award of February 2021.
I'm gonna show his picture.
Let's get it up there. Let's
Sure.
get it up.
Boom!
That bastard.
Yeah, that guy.
Look like Eddie Munster.
He
Mr.
does.
Raphael, quote unquote, Ted Cruz. Sir,
Quote
you
unquote
are-
asshole.
You are the FU award winner for February of 2021. As
Yep.
many of y'all know, we have just gone through the Texas snowpocalypse within the past week and had 80-degree weather within the end of the week. So we had no lights. Most of us did not have water for days.
Right.
And Ted Cruz decides to take a trip to
sorry.
Cancun. So many of us have all been to Cancun. If you graduated in Texas, that was your senior trip, no matter what school you went to, just about. You went to Cancun. So beautiful time in Cancun, and he tries to sneak back into the country. Like nobody was going to recognize him on that plane.
Well, actually, this thing on here, he shared it because here's the thing. Let me see if I can share this really quick, Shimmy, because he kind of acted like it was his kid's fault.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Yep. That's what I was about to
Kind of
ask.
a real-
And that's the thing.
Yeah.
He did it after we all had found out.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Your family out of here. If you could have took your family out of here, would you have not taken your family? Because come on,
I
really.
would have. Absolutely, I would have.
So what's
But
wrong with him taking
they
his family
hold-
out of here?
they hold
Right.
the powers at be to a little higher standard. So
What he says
Well,
here.
no, I
After
wasn't
all
even
we've
saying
been
that, though.
through,
They
he
do.
says after all we've been through, we needed to laugh like everybody else didn't.
you
Right,
gonna put us
but-
all on a damn plane? Like, just
Yeah.
you and your
Yeah.
family?
He
But I'm-
asked
yeah.
everybody that he knew if they wanted to go.
He did. I don't think he did. And that's the
They
thing. I don't think
His
he
wife
did.
sent out an email.
Well,
His
he
wife
did. He
sent
did.
out an email
Yeah,
to all
he
their
did.
friends and asked them if
Mhm.
they
Yeah.
wanted to go.
No, let me tell you what
Where
he
they want to
did.
be staying, and
Uh-huh.
told him it would be $369 to stay at the hotel.
Right. Yep.
No, he
Email list, baby. I would have been right
He-
behind Ted Cruz. Like, what they say now? Now who moved?
He tried to say-
because
he
oh,
sorry. He tried to say his daughters wanted to go, so he made a last minute decision. But then
Yeah.
they caught his wife in text saying they're staying at like the Waldorf or something where they
Mhm.
always stay.
Yeah.
How
Yeah,
is
that's
that a
not a last
last-minute
minute
decision?
reservation.
You have a standing reservation at the Waldorf.
That's what I'm
Like,
saying. You just we said that at the same time.
We
You
just
don't
go
just
to
go
the
last
Waldorf.
minute to the Waldorf.
That's a standing
Sorry.
reservation. Standard reservation.
But I don't blame
Let's
him
just-
at all. I don't blame him taking the trip and everything. I get it, but it's a thing of so one, I'm on the side of yes, you are a representative for the state.
Right.
So you should definitely be here taking care of the people.
That's
of the
when
state.
you can't
For
go
sure.
though. So you can blame
Right.
him, right? Because
Oh, on that
if
side.
it's any of us, don't blame any of
Mm.
us, but blame a guy like that for sure.
For sure. On that
Right?
side of it, I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, dog, you're supposed to be here taking care of your responsibility.
Right.
But
right.
also, too,
Yeah. He should-
being the only husband on the panel, I guarantee you it's his wife that told him we leave.
Hell yeah.
And
Bitch.
believe me, I do not want to go back and forth with my wife because guess what? I have to live here. Okay.
And
But if you were
and your 2 daughters, come on,
And
you
2
know the
daughters,
person
like-
that they daddy like you something else, man. You
Right,
something
come
else.
on
You
now.
trying to leave. You want us to die,
Mhm.
don't you, daddy? Come on.
Well,
want us to
and
die.
it kills me because I guarantee probably the youngest one. If the youngest one was anything like me growing up, so
Mhm.
Daddy, you trying to say we ain't rich enough to go and survive this winter? Like you just said we ain't got no money. Like I mean, tell me something,
think-
Daddy. I thought you was rich.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like she probably had like a whole attitude and a smart mouth saying it. Like I can see
No,
that.
here- Well, that's true, but here's the thing. Lack of communication is the fucking problem, because he says if his wife is like, wait, you blah, blah, blah. I'm a state senator. We're in a crisis right now. We can't go. When your kid's like, oh, we're not rich enough. Yes, we are, sweetie. But guess what? I have to handle this shit right now. Right?
Right. They can go.
So
they can go.
Them, he
mindless.
sent them.
Exactly. They can
stay.
go.
Like he could have stayed here and
Mhm.
sent them. That's what
Exactly.
When your kids ask you for something, when your kids want something, and when your kids want it, especially when you love them. I mean,
yeah, I mean, that makes sense.
It's something else to have somebody that holds your heart to ask you for something that you can get to them. You can give it to them.
For sure.
But here's the thing, Natasha. Honestly,
But when you have old
he's in
people,
his position, though.
You
He's
have
in his
old
position.
people
I'm
and
just
young
saying, I
people.
understand his position.
I agree.
It's like saying a principal or whatever can't be a human. They are still.
No. I'm not saying that.
No.
I'm not saying that.
But you
I'm
have
not
a
saying that.
responsibility to the
That
people
aired on
that
the side of
voted you
humanity.
into office, that are holding you accountable for making sure that the people who voted for you put you in a position.
It's a
of
crisis situation. It's
responsibility
different.
to where, again, you could have sent your wife and kids if you wanted to protect them. Absolutely. Everybody wants to protect their family. And that's the problem I have with it. You could have sent your wife and kids away, but you have old people and young people dying of hypothermia because they have no power. You know what I'm saying? There is a sense of responsibility. You out on the beach. You wasn't
But I don't
conducting
think that
business.
that's held at his hand. He's not in charge of how these people. He's not in charge of your insulation and how you hold your power. He's
not the only one, that's for sure.
The grocery store and packing your house with the right things for you to stay warm. He is not in charge of that. He is in charge of making sure things go properly in state law and litigation. He's not in charge of feeding us. He's not in charge of clothing us.
But regardless, do you see how it looks?
I get that. That's what I'm saying. We get that
This is
part.
how it looks.
He isn't
He looks like a
responsible for the
douche.
things that are happening in our own personal home.
But
But in the state, Texas had an option to join the national power grid, and they did not. You see what I'm saying? There are certain things that were mandated in 2011 that is part of state responsibility.
Us not joining the power grid was a vote that we made as a people.
Right.
So that wasn't him. He didn't make that choice for us. We voted for that. The majority voted to have our own power grid.
Was he in office then?
True.
But I'm pretty sure you didn't vote for a guy to fucking leave the state when you're in a crisis situation.
But at the same time,
that's the part that looks bad.
He didn't leave when everybody lost their power. They were already leaving before people was losing their power. He didn't say, "Oh shit, you know what? These motherfuckers' license getting cut off. Let's go."
Well, that's a good point. That's a good point.
He said he was already in the skies, already going.
Okay, I didn't know that. See,
he was already because people don't explain it properly. The media has their own propaganda.
Right.
Yes. Good point.
The buck. Point. They love to pass the buck. And if everybody was responsible for themselves, and thank you, Jesus Christ, for not allowing me to have to go through that, but my mother did, my sister did, and everybody in my family did. But I did not. God spared me, and I thank you for that, Lord. But I'm just saying that for the moments that we are there, my mom and them can't blame, and my sister and them can't blame him. You know what they said? Next time we're going to be more prepared. And that's all you can do, honey, is be prepared. It was the lack of preparation that killed people, not him leaving and going on
okay, this is this guy. Sorry, I'm not trying to interrupt you, but Patrick says that's the governor's job. Sorry, I missed these a little bit. And then what makes it worse is he's saying that it's not, he's agreeing with you that it's not his job to do it. Yeah. What makes this worse is he criticized other officials that have vacation during pandemic.
Okay.
And then Katrina says, is she his friend? I don't know what she means by that.
If I would have been on that email list, y'all would have been seeing me at the war dog. Like, where were you at? Where you at, honey? So they call me, baby, because I deserve to ride.
Right.
It's a very interesting topic, though.
It is a huge topic. You know what I'm saying?
It's
huge. It's a lot of broad. You know, you can put blame here. You can put blame here. Again, it is lack of preparation. Unfortunately, it's something that most people weren't expecting. Now, the only thing that I can say for a person that has lived in Texas and born and raised in Texas, this happens every year in February. Every single year in February. 1 February, my pipes busted because I didn't do what I was supposed to do. You know what I'm saying? Another February, this, that, and the third. So, but as a Texan, and a lot of times, again, like Tasha say, lack of preparation, we weren't prepared. And so we were here, and even in my home, Tasha, y'all was at home, TJ, y'all was at home. You know what I'm saying? We were in our homes enjoying a nice Valentine's Day and woke up the next morning with our lights on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, you know, fortunately, I had somewhere to go. You know, Tasha didn't affect you the same as everybody else. TJ, it affected you in your certain way. You know, were prepared. You were there with your family, you know, things like that. But there are people that weren't prepared. There are people that do not have somewhere else to go. There are, you know what I'm saying? And as the governor of the state, and this is the only thing, as governor of the state, even though we vote as a people for majority, we have put you in a position as well to make sure that you are overseeing the things that you're supposed to oversee. And not saying that he hasn't, and not saying that he doesn't, you know, but again, I think it was kind of not only on him. ERCOT is blaming Abbott, and Abbott's blaming Cruz, and Cruz, you know what I'm saying? Everybody blaming everybody when it's just a whole fuck up.
And
you know what I'm saying?
And it just are the people that are running the grid.
Right.
It should be it should be
so if ERCOT wasn't up on their mandates, that's when higher powers need to make sure that they're up on mandate. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the people
they
that
didn't do a lot that they should have done, like winterizing these.
Right.
That they hold
You're right.
Right.
Well, so honestly, my problem is that I'm such an empath that I care about everybody, that it's hard for me to see, regardless of the situation, someone leaving, and you know what I mean? Not being there. Like, that's part of the deal, because this is a great conversation.
Or as soon as, even if he was already gone, okay, as soon as I got there, wait a minute, let me get back over here to my state and do the things I need. You see,
but he did do that. He went right back.
Yeah.
So that is a thing.
Mad, and when people are mad, they're gonna be angry. And I'm not discounting the people that lost somebody because of it, or people that were really cold or suffered really bad and flooded and lost things. I'm not saying you don't have a right to be angry.
Right.
Just
for sure.
Him for being a family man, because that's all he did wrong, was be a family man.
Yeah.
He didn't.
That's a good point, Tasha.
He was not doing anything wrong. He just left and came back and did what he was supposed to do, apologize, and people just still rode his back. And I think that was you know, it's just passing the buck, because I think you got powerful people making money off of very poor people, and it's been going on for all the time.
Yes.
It's allowed those powerful people to
200 years in the past, I'm for sure. So we've already been on almost an hour here. So FU Award, again, Ted Cruz and the entire legislative system of Texas, and all the people that up there at the top that didn't do the shit they were supposed to been doing. ERCOT #1 as well. So we had a couple of memes on here.
You want to do some? You want to do a couple?
Yeah,
can we go a little over
real quick? Let's kind of go through some of the ones.
Honestly, just to tap on that too, while I'm pulling the pictures up, I think part of the problem that most people have is that once we form an opinion, it's hard to change it, right? So we have all of this stuff going on, and it's very emotional, and we're not in the thick of it. Okay. Texas this week, Texas next week.
That was Texas Monday through Wednesday.
Right.
Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday was the
Exactly.
Well, you guys agree, right? You live there. I mean, like, we don't get snow in Arizona, so.
All
right, so we've got.
We get it. Flagstaff. We get it.
Yeah, well, actually, we get it in the mountains too. So how about this one? When Texas freezes over, I'm gonna head out.
Yeah, I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna see y'all. I'm gonna see y'all later. I tried my best to get in the car, but of course, with my vision, I couldn't see shit. I barely made it to my mama's house. Took me almost 2 hours to get there.
You was driving?
Yeah, I drove.
Here's your last meme. Is this true, guys?
Shimmy.
You can't go from 1 to 70 in 1 week.
I bet you can't.
Yeah.
Texas can.
Texas will do it. Pushing out those
lottery. What that song say? I bet you won't. I
bet you won't.
Exactly.
Well, that has been our show, guys. I appreciate you guys so much. I pray everyone had a great Valentine's Day. We did kind of go over a little bit of stuff. Yeah.
I love you guys. You guys are all amazing so much.
Yeah, sure.
Absolutely.
I can't really see what the banner says.
Yeah. Drop a comment and share our show.
Look, I had to wait for the blur just to kind of move to the right a little bit.
Was she like this?
She needs my Harry Carries.
Drop a comment and share, of course. Oh, before we get off, I'm so sorry. I meant to mention this earlier today. I really, really, really hate I didn't mention this before, but big, huge shout out to our nation's nurses and teachers.
Yeah.
They were the beauty of the weeks.
All right.
Of the week this week. So
I could put that in there. Beauty of the week.
Gorgeous.
I know with
great job, yeah.
I know with the vaccines rolling out and everything, I think Reggie went through his first round of vaccine this week, which means if it's okay for him to do it, I can go ahead and get signed up to do it. I am a priority due to the fact that I am diabetic. My mom has gone through both of her rounds now of the vaccination as well, and she's doing great. So now that Reggie's done it, I mean, I'm completely for it now. So I know I got to get mine. So if that is something you guys are choosing to do when it is your turn to go ahead and do it. I will let y'all know once I do mine as well. I'm scared of as hell to do it, but
you're gonna be fine.
Yeah,
I've already had COVID. I've already had
You're gonna be fine.
You did have it at one point?
You did have it? You didn't tell us.
Oh, I didn't know that you actually
had it. I did because you want to know why? By the time I found out that I had it, I was over it the next day. I had the asymptomatic one. So I had already had it and had already been at home just working every day anyway. No one else in my household got it. By the time my test results came back and said positive, I went not that next day, but like the day after that, and took another one. It was negative. So I was over
That's interesting.
Yeah, I had no symptoms whatsoever. None.
Wow. All right.
So very, very fortunate. And me being diabetic, you would have thought I would have had the worst case ever. So, but
look at the problems that Hendrix has, and he came out of the hospital. So I mean, we got to be thankful for that, right?
Yes. So everybody out there, be safe. Wear your mask. They're saying 2 masks are better than 1. Men out here having COVID sex, 3 masks are better than 1. So hope you guys are out here protecting yourself, ladies as well. Appreciate everybody tuning in and listening to our survival stories. And I have learned something very interesting about all of you guys. And a couple things I know is not to take Katie drinking.
No, I just can't drive.
That's what I'm saying. I can't. Yeah, and if I come to Arizona, you would have to drive me around because nope, not happening.
We've been taking a lift. We're taking a lift.
I know the only person on this line I can pretty much trust is TJ. Besides being under a blanket with him, Tasha's pretty safe. You know, she gives me those positive vibes that the glow up is amazing.
She didn't give us the full jail story. I'm just saying.
Know, yeah. Girl, that was all kind of shit, girl. Go down. You hear me?
Yes. That will be whenever we do our next survival story will be how I survived jail. All right. So we appreciate all of y'all for tuning in tonight. We love you all. Lots of hearts.
Peace and love, everybody.
Lots of kisses.
Bye,
and
guys.
We'll see y'all in